because you have stealth magnets doesn't mean you have to go around being all stealthy. Please take a moment to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos on the latest and greatest audiophile gear. And click the cute little bell to be notified when we post new content. It's been a minute, but HiFiMan has retrofitted another headphone with their stealth magnets technology. Meet the Edition XS. If you're having deja vu, it's because they did this last year with the Aria, renaming it the Aria Stealth Magnets. At $499, the Edition XS costs $800 less than the Aria Stealth Magnets, and it's priced between the Ananda, the Sundara, and the HER9, HiFiMan's other under $1,000 planar magnetic headphones. So the Edition XS looks similar to the Ananda, except for the headband. The Ananda has the steel headband with the suspension strap underneath, while the Edition XS has HiFiMan's latest headphone design, which appears similar to the headband on the higher-end HER10P and HER10D headphones. This headband is generously padded on the underside, and it even has some padding on the top, and the headband's about an inch deep. At 405 grams, that's less than a pound, the Edition XS weighs about the same as the Ananda and the Stealth Magnets. It's got a monochromatic black design, save for the silver grills and the silver screws. The yokes appear to be made from aluminum, and the large ear cups, which are plastic, have the signature HiFiMan oval shape, and you'll note that the cups swivel inward somewhat, but they do not have the full swivel. You'll see the 3.5 millimeter sockets on the underside of the cups, and the sides of the foam ear pads are covered in leather, while the surface area is a fabric. And you'll note that the ear pad foam feels much squishier than the headband. Now, HiFiMan headphones always feel a bit large for me. The bottoms of the ear cups will graze the tops of my jawbones. That being said, I can't say they're uncomfortable. To the contrary, I find them easy to wear. Clamping force is pleasant, and it's about as relaxed as could be without feeling loose. I know that some people might prefer a tighter clamp, but this level felt good for me. The stock cable that comes with the Edition XS is, well, a stock cable. It's rather thin, black, and covered in a rubbery material. The cable terminates in a 3.5 millimeter TRS right angle plug, and it comes with a 6.35 millimeter adapter. On the other end are the two 3.5 millimeter connectors. Now, with a few exceptions, HiFiMan makes planar magnetic headphones. I am a big fan of planars. They tend to have fast, smooth, spacious sound with enhanced upper-level detail and punchy, well-defined bass. Similar to dynamic drivers, planar magnetic drivers utilize magnets. Magnets in the name probably gave that away, huh? Typically, degradation of sound occurs when sound waves pass through conventional magnets. The magnets can get in the way of the sound waves. HiFiMan's acoustically invisible stealth magnets seek to correct this. The stealth magnets made their debut in HiFiMan's top-of-the-line Susvara headphone in 2017. The unique shape of the stealth magnets enables sound waves to pass through them without generating interference. The Edition XS features HiFiMan's stealth magnets working together with their upgraded Neo Super Nano diaphragm. Kind of sounds like a comic book character, doesn't it? The Neo Super Nano diaphragm is 75% thinner than the original version, which HiFiMan says makes for more detail and less distortion. Now, the Edition XS is one of those headphones that just clicked for me the moment I started listening. In other words, it was easy for me to like and listen to. The Edition XS showcases some of the best things about planar magnetic headphones. Punchy, textured bass, lots of detail, airy soundstage. Note that I said airy here. The stage definitely feels natural and not compressed, but it does favor intimacy over width. Bass is assertive and funky when it wants to be, but it's well behaved and stays in its lane. Mids have a slight warmth to them, lending emotion to vocals and a nice tonality to guitars and other instruments. And highs are prominent. I would not venture to say that they're bright by any means, but they're assertive and maybe too much for the most sensitive of ears. Now, a couple of listening notes from me. The funky bass line on Michael Jackson's Billie Jean comes out of the gate with a pleasing punch, set nicely against the rhythm shaker sound. At the opposite end of the sound spectrum, I picked up on a subtle violin accent about midway through the song. The sound is peppy and satisfyingly full. Paul Simon's The Obvious Child is an auditory treat with a cascade of percussion that tantalizes the ears and hypnotizes the listener. While the song sounds perfectly good on the Edition XS, I would use it as an example of where this $499 headphone may not give you what you're looking for in terms of resolution on a more complex multi-instrumental track such as this. Now, in some ways, the sound on the Edition XS is reminiscent of the Ananda. This makes sense, as the Ananda was the successor to the Edition X version 2. Now, aside from having similar styling, these headphones are both transparent and detailed. They have similar bass and lots of high-end resolution. However, the high end on the Ananda is a bit smoother. The Ananda also has more forward mids. Overall, I think the Ananda is the more detailed, more neutral sounding headphone. Now, the Aria Stealth Magnets also shares DNA with the Edition XS, as the original Aria was also a spin-off of the Edition X V2. The sonic similarities between the Edition XS and the Aria Stealth Magnets is undeniable. They both have a warm side of neutral sound signature, though the Aria's sound overall is crisper, more neutral, and its top end is smoother. After all, it is a $1,300 headphone, and there is a little more wow factor to the sound. Now, the stock cable with the Edition XS left me wondering if I could up this headphone's game in terms of clarity. So I offered to use a Blue Dragon headphone cable. The Blue Dragon doesn't alter the sound signature of your headphones, but it gives you an upgrade in clarity, detail, and staging. It's a great way to ensure you are getting the cleanest sound. I definitely noticed a boost in clarity with this cable. Check out moon-audio.com to learn all about our handcrafted, custom-made audio cables. Bottom line, the Edition XS has a great sound that is easy to like at a highly attractive price point. The tuning is natural with some warmth, but still plenty of detail and a little bit of excitement. The most sensitive ears might find the treble to be a bit fatiguing, but this was not an issue for me personally. I enjoyed the sense of airiness and detail. Like other planar magnetic headphones, the Edition XS enjoys extra power. So even though you could conceivably drive it from your phone, you're going to get maximum sonic enjoyment if you use a high-quality headphone amp DAC, such as the Name Unity Atom Headphone Edition, or a digital audio player or DAP. Pair your Edition XS with a Dragon cable for the cleanest, clearest sound, and you've got yourself a darn good pair of audiophile headphones. Genres like folk, Americana, rock, classic, indie, alternative, soft jazz, and classical are all going to sound really good. If you want to learn more about the HiFiMan Edition XS, check out our written review linked below. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching.